it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind your popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today is day 9 of 12 days of favourite Christmas recipes cooked just with kitchen gadgets. So for today, in our latest episode of the 12 days of Christmas, I wanted to share with you a fairly new trend, but I think it's a great idea when it comes to Christmas, and that is giant roast potatoes. You may have seen them doing the rounds on social media. I think the first video I saw of them was like 2 years ago, and the idea is that you're just peeling your jacket potatoes, but most people treat them like they're still a jacket potato, so they'll have them with the beans and the cheese like you would if you were having a jacket potato. But why can't we just enjoy them as roast potatoes this Christmas? Because they do look like a giant roast, they taste just as good as one. And I was reading in the Christmas edition of Good Food magazine, and when they're talking about the portion sizes and the prep list for Christmas, they often say that the equivalent size of a baked potato is perfect for each person you are serving. So instead of giving them 4 different roast potatoes on the dinner plate, you can give them just one giant one. And also because many of our readers either have the Ninja Foodie or the air fryer and an Instant Pot, we're going to combine the forces here, and we're going to start them off in the Instant Pot and then finish them off in the air fryer. Or if you've got a Ninja Foodie, pressure cook button on the Ninja Foodie and then air fryer button. So it's a really simple one, and it's a delicious one for this time of year. And it also joins a few recipes we've got where we pressure cook and air fry, such as our roasted parsnips, which are great for Christmas as well. And we've done the same with jacket potatoes before as well, for normal ones with skin on. So it's just a nice something different for you to have this Christmas. So, shall we get started and peel those potatoes? So I've got 4 of your average size baked potatoes here. So just remember, 1 per person. So if you're feeding, say, 6 people, you can do 6 at once. If it's just 2 of you or 1 of you, just 1 or 2. And don't forget, if you're looking for a snack over Christmas time, you can also air fry your peelings, and it makes a beautiful little snack. If you're having a movie night and watching Polar Express or another favourite. And then last but not least, the last one. And this can also save you time on your prep as well. Like one less thing to worry about this Christmas. Oh, I missed the odd bit on this first one, so I'm just going to... And there you have it, there's your potatoes all prepped, and now we can get them on in the pressure cooker. So I'm just going to get the peelings to one side for eating later, and then we can get these potatoes on. So now, 3 things. You need a cup or 240 ml of water into your cooking pot. You need a steamer basket for your potatoes to sit on, and then obviously the potatoes themselves. So 1 cup of water in, steamer basket, spreading it out, and then your 4 potatoes in. Then pop on your lid. So we're on. Pressure cooker is set to sealing, then press pressure cook, and you're looking for 10 minutes, and then we're going to wait for the beep because this automatically beeps without a start button, and we're on. Whilst our kitchen gadget is on, working its magic, can I tell you more about our 12 days of Christmas? Well, basically, it's a different recipe every day for 12 days. And we've done it because we absolutely love using our kitchen gadgets at Christmas time, but also because we thought it would be really helpful to someone else out there if we did a giveaway where you could win your Christmas dinner. So where we would pay for your Christmas dinner shop, and then you could have turkey, chicken and all the trimmings, or whichever ones you want. And it's also to celebrate the pre-orders of our brand new cookbook, the Multi-Cooker Cookbook, which is such a beautiful cookbook. I'm so proud of this, and it's got 125 deliciously easy recipes and essential techniques. But what's so amazing about this is it's brilliant for if you have different kitchen gadgets, because it covers air frying, pressure cooking, slow cooking, mixing up pressure cooking and air frying, steaming, and so many others. So it also includes the opportunity to get our turkey recipe, so you can actually get the turkey recipe that's featured in the cookbook before it's even out. All you have to do is pre-order yourself a copy of the Multi-Cooker Cookbook. Simply search Multi-Cooker Salmon Dome or go to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/books, and you can pre-order yourself a copy there, and then you can be having this turkey recipe in your house this Christmas, and also have the chance to win your Christmas dinner on us. So now pause the video and do that, and then let's get back to this recipe. And we've beeped. So now we're going to release the pressure on the potatoes, and then expect plenty of steam, by the way, and then once they've cooled down we can air fry them. So you want to go from sealing to venting. And then once you've done that, you can remove your lid, and you then have potatoes that are steamed, and then they're perfect now for air frying. Some of you will say, oh, 10 minutes is a bit long for a pressure cook. Well, the reason I've gone with 10 minutes is because it makes the potatoes softer, so it gives them that lovely crispy edge when they're finally cooked, like a traditional roast potato does if you've parboiled it and then cooked it in the oven. So that's the kind of the similar texture we're going for with here. So that bit of steam's gone now, and as you can see, I can just kind of get a fork in, but not fully, and that's how you want it, because you're going to be finishing them off in the air fryer as some giant roast potatoes. So the potatoes have been resting for a few minutes. I always say leave them to rest long enough so that you can touch them. So can I touch them yet? Oh yes, I can. Feels hotter on the bottom than it does on the top, but look at those, don't they look fabulous? And they're so perfectly shaped as well. I don't know why I haven't been doing this for years for our roast dinners, because you know what it's like, Christmas time, roast dinner times, it's all the prep you do. So if you could just have one of these for each person you're feeding, it would make your life so much easier. So next, favourite bowl. Then grab your potatoes into the bowl, and now we're going to get rid of the Instant Pot, and we're going to be replacing its position with an air fryer. And then of course, like if you're doing normal roast potatoes in the air fryer, you want some extra virgin olive oil. So give them a really good drizzle. Of course, it's Christmas time, so you can also use some duck fat here if you'd rather, goose fat, or whichever other one you'd rather use. And then for seasonings, we've got some dried thyme, some garlic powder, and good old salt and pepper. You want it to fluff up the edges, so it works better if you actually shake your bowl about rather than getting your hands in there. So by doing this. So you want to continue to shake until you can see a really good coating of the seasonings on the potatoes, and you can see a few little indents where it's got a bit rough around the edges, because that creates a better roast potato. Then once you've achieved that, they are ready to go in the air fryer. We're going to be starting with a cook time of 20 minutes at 180, and then what we can do is we can take it up to 200 to give it an extra special crisp. So grab out your air fryer that you're using. I've got my Cosori, but any brand will do. Philips air fryer, Cosori are popular among our readers. You can use a Joule, a Flex Straw, a Ninja Foodie, Ninja Speedy, whatever you've got that's got an air fry button basically. So then you want to pop them in, and then you've got all four in now. So a quick hand wash, and now we're ready to get these beauties on. So turn it on, and you're looking for 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. And then you want to put the cooking time up to 20 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped, so should we check on these roasties? Oh wow, look at those. I mean, they look amazing. So as you can see, they're getting quite a crisp on them. You can see the lovely skin they're developing. And then what you can do, if you want them a bit crispier, you can just add some oil to them. So I'm just turning them over. Oh, they've got the imprint from the style of the air fryer there. And then once you turn them over, quick spray. And then we can get them back on. We're just going to give them another 5 minutes at 200. And then for that extra crisp, let's increase the temperature up to 200 Celsius. That's the equivalent of 400 Fahrenheit. And then you want to take the cooking time down to 5 minutes and then press start. And we've beeped. Can you believe we've beeped already? Giant roast potatoes, hey. I mean, who would have known? But every recipe I've seen actually starts them off in a pan of boiling water, whereas I'm going to show you how to do it for the first time just using Kitchen Gadgets. And I love combining the uses of the pressure cooker and the air fry. Like I said, I've done this with roasted parsnips. I've done it with regular sized roast potatoes, honey roasted carrots. You know, there's so many different ways you can combine the uses of these two gadgets into one. And if you've not pre-ordered a copy yet, grab a copy of the complete multi-cooker cookbook, because it covers a lot of pressure cooking and air frying, as well as lots of recipes just for the pressure cooker and just for air frying. So should we check on these potatoes? Let's open it up. Oh wow, look at those. Look at the colour on those. Don't they look amazing? So grab yourself a bowl and then they're ready for serving. And I'm moving them into this one just so that you can see how lovely they look. Because with dark air fryers, it's hard to properly see. But these are piping hot. Oh, there you go. Look at those. Don't they look amazing? And just think, if you're feeding just one this Christmas, just do yourself one of these because they're just so, so nice. So, that's just all that remains to be said is Merry Christmas, and comment below and let me know if you fancy making yourself some giant roast potatoes. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.